Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, something pretty exciting happening. I have just picked up this race deck flooring for the garage. So I've got a bunch of these ready to fill the entire garage. So I've just started cleaning the place out a bit. So I've got both these walls clear up towards the back, and then I'll just move this stuff all once we get to this area. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I just made a video recently talking about my garage plans, and this was one of the options, the flooring. I got really lucky because we actually saw this pop up on a local detailing Facebook group, and the guy was moving his detailing studio. So this is the flooring he's been using for the wash bay. He's put it up at a really good price, and I still managed to get even a better price than that. Negotiated a cheaper price than the advertised one, and managed to pick this up for an absolute bargain, really. So probably can't really see too clearly because it's pretty dark in here, but these are actually two different coloured tiles, and they're both really dirty. I'm going to be cleaning all of these before I install them, but this one is basically a grey and black. So, and this one is the more black part. Really doesn't look much difference in the camera, to be honest, but I'm going to be trying to make like a pattern. So I'll put I'm gonna have to work it out as I go because there's meant to be a certain amount of each color. He said he had just the black border all the way around the edge, so that would be the black at the front, the sides, the back. I think what I'm going to do is put the grey as a border, and then the next tile across will be the darker one, and then the rest with this again. So it'll leave like a grey line, and then a black square inside it, and then the rest grey. That's what I'm going for. I'm just going to see how it works. But if I open the garage door up, so you can see I've already got a bunch here that I sort of just sort of made up to see how it all works. So basically all you do is you have these pieces that line up with this bit. So you just lift it over, get it into place, and then just that's it. So it goes together. And if you want to separate it, just like that. And these are actually already 2 in 1, as you can see. So that's the row I've already made up as a sample, and then I have the rest here. So I got, I did start putting, well, I also got a bunch of edge pieces to the front. I don't have enough after checking, so I'm gonna have to get some more of those, but these are the black tile, and these are the grey, so they still have the sort of checker effect, so it's still black in some spots, but then I have some full black. So I may have even grabbed the wrong one inside to sort of give a sample, but yeah, so that's how many I've counted out so far, and then I have a bunch more sort of all the way down. So the first thing I want to do is, like I said, clean these because these are pretty dirty. You can see some stuff all over them. I need a good wipe down. So I'm going to be putting them all on the driveway, spraying them down with some degreaser, and then just pressure washing them. So I'll do that, and once we actually start installing, I will show you guys the process, and this garage today should be completely transformed. So I'll have a look from the front before. And let's get to cleaning these up and getting this all installed. Alright guys, so I just laid a bunch of them out like I said I was going to, and I just sprayed some heavy duty degreaser, and then I actually foamed them with wheel cleaner. So they probably need to be actually mopped because there's still some grease and stuff on them. So once I install them, I'll probably get a mop purely for doing these, and I'll just be able to mop them, but this actually made them a lot cleaner than what they were. There's a lot of, when I was rinsing them with the pressure washer, there's a lot of like dirt and brown water I could see as rinsing away. So yeah, I should really leave them to dry, but I just want to start installing them. They're going to get wet in the future anyway. So what I want to do is just do the first line, because I need to work out whether I'm going to need to cut them, because you can, obviously you're going to have to cut them sometimes to fit certain shapes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start them at this point here. So the garage door closes just there. So I could bring them to basically there, have a little ramp edge to go to there, but I'd rather just sort of start behind this. So I think that's going to be the line I'm going to start with. I can change it in the future, but I think that's going to be the best option. But we'll see how I go. So yeah, I'm just going to get the first line done. So obviously to do that, grab our tile, just going to push it there, and this one's actually come undone. And we'll grab our second. There you go. So yeah, I'm going to work my way across, get this first line done, and then you'll see how that sort of looks and how it fits. Okay, so with the first row laid down, so I went flush against the wall over here and left that line for the garage door to close, and then it's become clear that I'm going to need to cut. Unfortunately, this last piece here, if I just pull this up, so yeah, not quite going to fit, unfortunately. So I'm going to need to trim like a section off. I don't actually have anything to do that right now. So yeah, I feel like if this garage was just that bit wider that I actually wish it was, the 6 meters wide rather than 5.7, this would have fit nicely. Probably actually would have needed to cut another one anyway, but yeah, it's not quite going to fit. So what I'll be doing is just doing this row all the way back to that point, and then I'm just going to have to cut. Alright guys, so a couple hours later, here's where we're at. So I've got majority of it laid out. Ended up pulling the side that was going to have the gap over. So it's probably a mistake because I had the flush end of the tile over here, but I can always just pull the whole thing back across. So I've got the border laid, so it's probably hard to see. So I've got the black ring, black box, all the way, and then down here. So I could possibly move it across one over here, because there's going to be another tile here, like another almost full square here. But either way, that's where we've got up to. So what I'm thinking is this is one I'm going to have to probably cut to here. I can try that in a second, but then I'm thinking here I'll put some of the edging rather than cutting another tile, which I can do, but yeah, I can either put the edging pieces there or leave it. Here I have the little ringlets on the end will be against the wall. I can either trim those off or just leave them, because they'll probably be covered, because I'm going to have, like I said, the cabinets and everything here, like I said in the last video about the garage. So there'll be 2 cabinets, a long bench. So yeah, that's probably fine. So what I'm going to do now is I need to move all of this stuff. So I managed to move the toolbox and everything earlier and get the tiles down where that was. So now I need to get these ones in. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately I can't really move these two shelves with the things on them. So I have to basically pull everything onto the ground, move the shelves slightly forward, put the tiles down and then put it all back. So that's going to take me about 10 minutes of lifting bottles and restacking them. So I'll do that, I'll get it completely finished. And then other than this end row here, any trimming we have to do, we should be completely done. And I'll show you guys the, I don't want to say finished result because it's not 100%, but finished what we're going to do today in this video. All right guys, so I just finished. So here is first look. So to say I'm happy with it would definitely be an understatement. Looks so good. I cannot believe this is my garage. Like, just moved in a week and 2 days ago, around that, and already well on the way to having a dream garage. So you can definitely see the black border. I may extend it, so I may bring it out one more and out one more, because I do have a big stack of leftover tiles. I had some that were damaged that I got, so I can actually see one down here at the entrance. So this is one where you had the hoist sitting on top of it, so it's kind of dented, so I'll swap that out with a undamaged one. But in the end I just started rushing. I didn't end up rinsing all of them off either. Thought I'd just mop them once they're inside. But yeah, I mean, this is so nice. And surprisingly, these shelves, so it was a bit of a nightmare. I had to pull everything off to be able to lift them onto the row that I had going here, sort of thing. But then once I put them back onto the tiles and had them all the way down, actually these are really easy to slide now. So these actually slide. I don't want to move them because I've got everything stacked against, but yeah, like stuff that normally you sort of drag on concrete and would get stuck, it actually glides over this surface, surprisingly. So yeah, I'm really like over the moon with this. So probably be pushing the whole thing across. So you can see down here, that's the joining, like ringlet part or whatever. So I'm probably going to push the whole thing over. So, because this part is the flush part. So this whole side, I'm going to grab the whole thing and just move it across against this wall. And then when I do the cutting to sort of cover that gap, which will obviously be over here, I'll use the back of a flush side, so the whole thing will sit flush. Here, I do actually have some of the edging that I've got at the entrance to the garage, testing it out. I think that's going to be the best option. It sits basically flush with this here, so rather than cutting it two tiles into these really awkward angles for this door, I'm thinking just use a couple of edging pieces. So I need to buy 2 of those for there, 3, and cut one of them in half. But at the front here, I do need a heap more of the edging pieces. So look at these ones, are the angled parts. These parts aren't actually clicked in. But yeah, so I'll have to just buy a few more of these. And then the tiles that I need to cut there, I have these leftovers here. So I've got a bunch of both colours. So that's what I'm saying, I could extend this black border, which I think I'll do, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. It's, yeah, it actually rolls, like you can put the jack on here and it rolls. So yeah, this is, yeah, I'm blown away. Like honestly, I did not pick these up yesterday, put them in today, and it just looks so good. So what I'll do before I finish up, so I want to show you one of the benefits. So I haven't done this yet. So grab a hose. So these are meant to be able to like stay dry and you can wash your car in it. So let's test it. You can see all that water is now just dispersing out. So you're basically never really walking on puddles of water. All you're going to have is a slightly wet tile, which is all that is now, which will dry in like a couple of minutes. And then that water will run out or just evaporate. So I'm just going to flood this area. It's already starting to run out, and that part there is already where it was like flooded. Water's already underneath the tiles and is dispersing out. So yeah, that's the big benefit. So I will be able to do my rinseless washing in here. So yeah, I think I'll end the video there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I didn't really film a lot of the process because really it's just stacking tiles that click in. It's like playing Lego basically. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys how I did it, how it looks, and yeah, this is it. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up down below, and put any comments, let me know what you think of this setup, because yeah, I'm, as you can tell, absolutely stoked with it. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because there's plenty more garage videos to come now, and plenty more Evo 10 content. So with all that said, until next time, I will catch you guys later.